Hello and welcome back to another episode of Astral Ascension. Also, welcome back to the channel. So in the last episode, uh, well, the we also sorry. In the last episode, we went on another pretend date, like in the previous runs. So we pretended to be a couple with Iris and went to a competition held by a bookstore so that we can win the spaceship model for Iris, which is the grand prize. And we did. Yeah, and the grand prize is the Ados, the pre-mod Ados, the GR9 class transport ship. Then after that, we also have a tennis session with her, which turned out to be really questionable. Then we eventually play the tennis like like a moan fest or something, like something come out of a like something from porn. Yeah, but we probably didn't do that, right? But yeah, and this is the part where Celeste collapsed, and this is the mercenary that is sent to bribe us. So yeah, moving on. I don't know if I chose the third one before. Well, then tell your employer that whatever this is, I'm not interested.
Are you sure you don't want to hear this out? They're offering you a deal that can help your sister.
I pause. We can also skip that, to be honest, but I also wanna check if we accept the bribe because I wanna see what Iris. I mean, there's a slight difference in text, but I don't think it matters. The man is desperately grasping at straws. I won't fall for his bait. You can tell your employer that trying to manipulate me through my sister is a low blow, and it won't work on me. Sorry to waste your time, but I'm done. I wave dismissively before turning on my heel. The man doesn't call out to me as I walk away. My blood is boiling as I return to the ship. Wherever this is, their attempt to call off my investigation has only invigorated me. I may not know who is behind all this, but if they're desperate enough to try buying me off, it means I'm close to finding out the truth. So I was expecting the mercenary just shoot me, but I don't think they want to kill me because it's safe to say, spoiler alert, we probably know it's probably Zeke that is hiring that mercenary. I have to tell Zeke and Helen, but this is the kind of, I think we can skip this part, right? Yeah, if we can skip, but I wanna check the so-called bad ending. I better listen if it involves my sister. Can't ignore whatever he has to say if it involves my sister. What about my sister?
As I said before, I'm representing a party that has an interest in your case, specifically in making your case disappear.
And we can skip this. Accept the deal. Time to move on. And I wanna skip this entire part
I
because
guess our work here.
because it will skip the part where the new text comes out. I pause as I reach the Ados. This is the part. Iris is just about to enter the cargo bay. She smiles at me and I grin back. I even found someone who has caught my eye and I'm not ready to let her go. Yeah, this part will be the same. There's only one line of difference. But we are going to say it's an obvious bait. I'm gonna skip this entire part. Yeah, if we have the early ending, we won't be able to see the beach episode. I run into Iris exiting the lounge. She blinks with surprise. Surprisingly, she's exiting if we didn't accept the bribe.
Oh, sorry. I didn't see you.
You're gonna accompany us to visit Celeste, right? No, it's my fault. I wasn't paying attention to where I was going.
Are you headed for the hospital?
Yeah. How did you know? She smiles.
Where else would you run to in such a hurry?
I chuckle sheepishly. That's fair. I just got the call that Celeste is ready for visitors.
She must be doing well then. That's good to hear.
Yeah, I hope so. Iris looks relieved. I hadn't realized how worried she'd been this whole time, but it makes sense when I think about her frequent check-ins with me. Would you like to join me?
I wouldn't want to intrude.
You wouldn't. Celeste knows how much you have done for her and for me. She'd be really happy if you came. Iris smiles.
I wouldn't want to disappoint Celeste. So, count me in.
Great. Iris has to grab her things before we go, so she... Wait, what? She quickly heads down the hall. When she returns, we exit the ship and heads to the transport station where we travel to the hospital. All my team is now on the approved visitor list, so after arriving, we go through the proper check-ins and sanitation procedures before we're allowed in Celeste's room. We're gonna skip this entire part. Third option this time.
Well, I've been away.
What about it? Yeah, and I'm here, so there's no problem. She sighs but cracks a smile.
That's not how this works.
Celeste suddenly notices Iris hanging by the door.
Oh, hi, Iris. Did you come to visit me too?
Iris nods after approaching.
Yes, I hope you don't mind.
Of course not. I'm glad that you're here too.
Iris smiles.
How are you feeling?
I'm much better. Thanks.
That's good. That's good. It sounds like the procedure is a success. I don't think we can skip this skip this part because yeah, Iris is here. Although the text may be the same, but yeah, it's a different girl. Celeste nods. Yeah, we can't skip because just having her here alone or changes the entire text. Well, it basically means that we never seen the text with Iris in the room, right? But we definitely read some of the text. But the difference is depending on who's in the room. So, how was it? How was it?
It wasn't as bad as I thought.
Yeah, we can skip this part, even with
That sounds
Iris.
lovely.
Oh, okay. It doesn't matter if a different girl is in the room, as long as we read the text for some of it. So I don't think Iris said anything when she appeared. Yeah, all the parts are basically from both of our conversation. Yeah, apart from this. Then this is where she's bringing her to the this is where she invites the crew to the beach, as well as we're gonna take her to she's gonna take our sister for shopping.
Exactly. Everyone goes, and I want to go too. You'll come with us, right?
Iris nods and Celeste smiles. Well, if that's what my little sister wants, that's what she gets.
Hooray! We should invite your whole crew and make it a party.
Good idea. I'm sure they'll be thrilled. Celeste sighs happily.
This is just too exciting. It's also the first time I'll get to wear a swimsuit.
Suddenly her eyes go wide and she gasps.
Oh my gosh, I just realized I don't have a swimsuit.
Okay, I can get you one. We'll probably need to do some last minute shopping anyway.
No way! There's no chance I'm letting my brother buy my swimsuit.
I feel like the dialogue is a bit different.
I could take you shopping, Celeste.
Yeah, Iris wasn't that vocal because I know Luna and Vela was really vocal about it, but yeah, this is where she's the one that declined it, which kind of cut me off guard.
Really? You don't mind?
Yeah, the dialogue is a bit different in this case, but yeah, I think I remember Vela, and I just remember Vela and like Luna would be the one declining us.
I'd be happy to. Plus, I need one too, so it works out.
Celeste grins. Have I read this? But it doesn't matter. Iris smiles. But moving on.
Ooh, I can think of so many styles that would look good on you. This will be fun.
Well, it sounds like you two have this all figured out. I guess you won't need me then.
Don't worry, big bro. I promise I won't keep Iris to myself for too long. I'm sure you're eager to get her back.
Yes, in this run. She giggles, teasing me. I don't know what you're talking about. I glance at Iris for help, but she merely watches us, smiling softly.
Anyway, you should go get what you need. Iris and I will be fine.
I wonder what happens if you really go really platonic. Will anyone just accompany us, or will I think someone with the highest, with like a default high affection would just come, would just accompany us. So I can't speak. Celeste begins to usher me out of the room. Okay, I'm going, and we can skip this entire part. That's a checkpoint. I don't know if I should call that a checkpoint up to this point, but yeah. Whenever the hourglass appears, I'm just gonna assume it's a checkpoint because I can skip past it, but I still can click on it again regardless. So yeah, we're now visiting Helen, but yeah, third option this time. He not wait, what? No need to be so formal, Milo. You can just call me Atlas.
Okay, I will.
Is it just me, or have you gotten taller? We can skip this entire part. That haircut though. I've been trying to forget. I can't believe I had a buzz cut. She giggles.
It's not that bad.
So you think I should do it again?
Well, should and can are two different things.
She grins and I chuckle. Yeah, this part will be the same. We're gonna skip entire part, and then she comes out with then both of our, she starts to suspect Zeke, but I'm gonna choose the third option because that's what we haven't chose before. And obviously we're always gonna skip the one that we're reading, whenever we're speaking. Did you ask Zeke why he wants to look into it himself? She shakes her head.
I didn't get the chance.
I'm pretty sure this is like the same thing as defending Zeke. Okay. Okay. I understand where you're coming from, but I wouldn't jump to conclusions until after Zeke has a chance to explain himself. Why don't we bring it up the next time after we all reconnect? Oh, we can't skip this. Helen nods.
I guess that's fair.
Our conversation is abruptly interrupted by a chorus of voices. We can skip this entire part as well. The sun has set by the time I'm finished, but the city lights brightly illuminate the darkness. I head back to the transport. Wait, what? I'm pretty sure there's a loading, but I didn't see it or something. Because yeah, whenever it stops skipping, I just assume I didn't read it. Apparently I did. Alright, the beach episode. The long anticipated one. Yeah, I can't say that word quickly for some reason. But yeah, eventually when the investigation will come to a close, I will, this time I would I would let Helen go, and tell Zeke to turn himself in, because I want to. Yeah, more like I'm gonna forgive Zeke, but I want to convince Zeke to turn himself in. Basically, because of the epilogue. Because if we let both of them go, Helen wouldn't be speaking to us, but Zeke will. And if we turn both of them in, we basically skip the entire cutscene. So at this time, we're gonna let Helen go, but we're gonna turn Zeke in this run. Yeah, this is kind of a spoiler alert, but yeah, if you're following me throughout since the first episode, you'll probably know what I'm talking about, and probably are aware of the spoiler. We can skip this part as well. Skip. No comment. I politely decline to comment. They always skip the first sentence for some reason. This is a trick question if I ever see one. Celeste giggles.
Good answer. You're smarter than you look.
I decline to comment on that too.
Anyway, why don't we pick a spot and you can text everyone where we are?
And this part is the same. So we chose these two. We're gonna pick the normal one and see whether she would defend us when the lifeguard wanna pull us away for no reason. Smile normally. I match her grin and do as I'm told. Jeez. I snap the photo a second later. Celeste plucks the phone out of my hand and checks the picture.
Aw, that came out well.
I smooth out my towel and get comfortable while Celeste glances around.
I'm going to walk a bit more while we wait for everyone.
This part will be the same, and then I'm not sure which I picked, because I'm gonna pick the one. This one? Well, default second option kinda works. That girl is just 18 and legally an adult. The guard stares at. Wait, what? The guard stares hard at me.
That is exactly what a pervert would say.
No. Did you not hear me? I just said she is legal. We are digging ourselves a bigger hole with each sentence. Besides, we came here together. She's my sister. He shakes his head.
Sorry, but you're going to have to come with me.
Hold on. Just as the guard pulls me up, Celeste runs over.
What's going on here?
Can we skip this part? I don't think we'll need to skip too much unless she tries to get us in trouble, then we'll skip. Finally, you're here. The guard faces Celeste.
Miss, do you know this man? I caught him secretly snapping pictures of you, and he is claiming that you are his sister.
I am his sister.
Oh, miss, you don't have to lie for him.
No, really, he's my older brother. See?
She squishes her face next to mine and points to the two of us.
Look at the family resemblance.
The security guard studies us before finally nodding.
Well, the lady insists that she's safe. Then I guess my work here is done.
He looks at me.
But I'd better not catch you doing any more funny business.
Yeah, sure, Discord mod. You probably look like one. There was no funny business to begin with. The security guard leaves and I breathe out a sigh of relief. Yeah. So-called white knight. Asshole. Yeah, I always want to call that security guard asshole in every run. Thanks. That could have ended poorly.
You're welcome. But what were you doing anyway?
I was just taking pictures to help you save more memories. Yeah, if you don't be an asshole with Celeste, she would help us. But yeah, even if we do, we won't get in too much trouble. She giggles.
Oh, I can see how that could lead to a misunderstanding?
My phone beeps with a text, our friends are here. I respond back with our exact location. We can skip this part and it will showcase everyone's swimsuit. And I think there will be a comment of us.
Even better than when you first tried it on.
Oh? Yeah, not sure if I read I'm not sure whether if I've seen this before.
Aw, I don't know if I'd go that far. I'm still a little unused to wearing something like this.
I wouldn't worry. You look great.
I feel like these two are the same, but this line changes because she was the one that bought the swimsuit with her.
Oh, thank you. That does make me feel more confident.
Celeste glances at me.
You've been weirdly quiet. Do you think they look nice?
Yeah, too distracted by my wife, fool. I'm so distracted that I don't even register the question. I can't get over how amazing Iris looks in her swimwear. The fabric accentuates her curves and the mesh lace teases me with a tantalizing glimpse of her skin. I remember who was I think Vela was the default when I forgot who was beside I forgot who was the one that was beside when I picked Luna. I probably remember it was Iris when I'm doing the Vela route, but yeah, they could have made it like a full triangle, right? Like each girl has a correspondence instead of a default. But maybe it's just me. Like if we pick like Luna route, it will be Vela or Iris, and then if we pick Vela, it will be Luna or something. Yeah, I kind of am confusing myself, but I think the programming will be easier if they just slap on a random character right here. Yeah, I think I remember if we pick Vela, if we're doing the Vela run, Iris will be the one standing beside her. But I can't remember that. Have I read this? I went off a tangent and I always forget. I can't get over how amazing Iris looks in her swimwear. The fabric accentuates her curves and the mesh lace teases me with tantalizing glimpse of her skin.
Hello? Anybody in there?
Nope. Luna giggles.
Be patient with him. He's still processing Iris in a swimsuit.
Iris blinks. Yeah, but I guess it depends on who's talking. So yeah. Each route has a different dialogue, basically.
You think he's looking at me?
Well, he's certainly not looking at the rest of us.
I think you broke his brain, Captain.
That seems a little dramatic.
Hey, big bro, wake up!
Celeste snaps her fingers in front of my face and I tear my gaze away. I wasn't staring at Iris. Oh, did I just self-report myself? Is this an Among Us reference? I froze out a cough. I mean, anyone. Iris looks surprised while the rest of the group giggles. A soft blush grows on her cheeks. She looks away, but not before I catch the smile on her lips.
Well, that answers my question. Let's move on.
Yes, let's. And we can skip this part and Celeste will be the one build a sandcastle. And there will be literally a moment where suddenly Vela is wearing her engineer outfit. Yeah, right there. Yeah, it's a bug, but have I read this or can I skip this? You know what? Since we're here, Iris very deliberately packs the set into a bucket, leveling it off with a shovel. Her column is the sorry about that. Just her column is the most precise out of everyone, so I think we can skip. But give her a thumbs up. I nod in satisfaction and offers her a thumbs up. Yeah, I think. Yeah, this is still one of the funny moments. Luna stealing Velas' sand. Good job.
Thanks. I'm glad I have your thumb of approval. Anyway, that wasn't so bad. Building this mansion will be a piece of cake.
Yeah, this will be the same as well. Then we go to the limbo contest. She fails that. Yeah, we already roasted her in the previous 2 runs. So, first option this time. You did great considering this was your first time ever trying it. It just takes a little coordination.
You got the flexibility part down, though.
Did I?
Mm-hmm. You were way below the bar.
Celeste grins.
Thanks, Luna. Now I just have to work on bending and walking.
Do you want to try again, Celeste?
Nah, I think once was enough for me.
Yeah, this part will be the same. We'll keep skipping until we have our specific scenes. Third option this time.
How do you view it?
That's an interesting way to view it. I shrug. It's just water. Water. She giggles.
I mean, technically, you're right.
Celeste pauses, suddenly looking mischievous.
This is actually the perfect time for activity 4 on my list.
And she splashes me. Ah, this is where Iris is gonna invite us. I notice Iris isn't with the rest of the girls. She's walking along the water's edge, searching for something. As if feeling my gaze, she glances up and smiles at me, then gestures for me to come over. I jog towards Iris and she smiles as I get closer.
Hey,
Hi there. What brings you all the way out here?
I'm trying to find a souvenir for Kai.
That's nice of you. What are you looking for?
A geode, but I haven't had any luck yet.
Do you know how rare that is to find one on the beach? Iris seems disappointed, but I try to be encouraging. Or isn't that rare? Geode. Look at this geode. Yeah. If you guys don't know, I think that's the Big Bang reference. Look at this geode. I wonder if they're gonna put that reference in there. Iris is. Have I read this before? Hold on, let me charge my phone. It's low on battery. Iris seems disappointed, so I try to be encouraging. Okay, I don't know what's wrong with me today. Like every time I wake up, I always have a slight cold or something, but it gets better eventually. It's okay. I'm sure you'll find one. She smiles briefly, but doesn't seem reassured.
Thanks. I also hoped there'd be some time for the two of us to hang out before going home, but this is taking longer than I thought.
Oh, so that's what's bothering her. Then why don't I help you look? That way we can spend some time together and find the perfect souvenir.
Are you sure?
Of course. Let's go. She nods, a soft smile on her face. She teaches me where to find geodes. Sticking close together, we move towards the shoreline and comb through the sand. Are geodes really that easy to find on the beach? I don't feel like it's an easy find. But it could be like a really but I don't think it will be easy to find one in from where I'm from. Well, it's not like I went to every single beach in my country, so I'm not entirely sure about that. After testing dozens of rocks, it's obvious that there aren't any geodes to be found here. Iris stands up and looks down both sides of the beach.
We might have better luck over there.
She points towards a rockier part of the shore, where the rocks jute out of the ocean. Since it's less sandy, there aren't many people over there either. It looks good to me too. Let's go. As we walk towards the rocks, I notice Iris still searching the ground with every step. So why did you decide on a geode? Nah, never. So why did you decide on a geode?
There's a collection of them in Kai's room.
Really? He's never mentioned it before. I think back to all of our chats on the bridge, and I'm certain Kai has never brought it up. In fact, now that I think about it, I don't think he's shared any of his hobbies with me. We'll have to rectify that.
He's only mentioned it once in passing. You know Kai. He likes to keep up with the mystery.
That's very true. I chuckle and she smiles. Iris is very insightful. She is a great listener and it shows. Still, this is really thoughtful of you. I bet you're a great gift giver.
Maybe, but only for someone who's a part of our crew.
Does that mean you could find the perfect gift for any one of us?
I think I'd have an idea. Although...
Okay, missing the but never mind. She pauses and glances at me.
I don't know what I'd get for you.
Really? And here I thought I would be the easiest. She smiles.
That could still be true. I just need a little more information first. What sort of things do you like?
Is there an option? Stamps, pongos, puns. We're gonna get in trouble with this, right? I don't think it will affect any of the outcome. But this probably would take away some points, but I don't think that matters at this point in the game. You know what? We can go comb through each option and see. Pong goes first because I kind of want to pick this one and see. Or you know what? This might be the correct answer. Then we don't have to keep doing so. If it's coming from you, I'm sure it will be amazing.
You have that much confidence in me?
If you can unearth Kai's rock collection, pun intended, I'm sure you'll figure out something better than I could ever ask for. Iris smiles.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be stupid. You know what? Yeah, that will be the perfect answer. We come up on the rocky part of the shore, and Iris scans again for geodes. Yeah, they're reusing the same background. Yeah, I don't know why I can't remember Vela, or rather, I can't remember whether Luna's a different one. I kind of think that Luna's background is different for some reason. Well, one thing is because the kiss scene with Luna was never saved for some reason. I don't know why. Well, technically we didn't kiss here. There's a pose of Luna in her swimsuit, but I can't. Okay, I really can't remember for some reason. Maybe they actually used the same background and I just forgot and I didn't notice that at first. Have I read this yet? We come up on the rocky part of the shore and Iris scans again for geodes.
Let's start over here.
She gestures a little closer to the ocean line and I join her against the rocks. How abundant geodes are, but from the looks of it, I don't think it is. Yeah, it's kinda hard to find if we are looking for it and we can't find one. Safe to say it's, for all we know, that geodes are near impossible to find. If we do find one, it's a really lucky find. But not like I actually found one before. We take turns showing each other some more interesting pieces, but so far we've only found some sea glass and a single gemstone. Say what now? Gemstone? What's sea glass? Maybe I know it in another language or something, but oh, so that's, oh, those are sea glass. Okay, yeah, I have. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Yeah, I just looked it up with my phone.
I still think we can find something bigger than this.
She shows me the gemstone again, and I nod. Maybe we should move out into the water. There might be something closer against those rocks. I point out some large rocks in the ocean.
You're right. Let's go.
We swim out into the water and eventually climb onto one of the flatter rocks. Iris grabs a handful of rocks from the tide and starts going through them.
These already look so much better. I'm sure we'll find something here.
I grab my own pile of rocks and comb through them too. A sparkling geode catches my eye in the water and I reach for it. Pulling it out, I get a better look at the purple crystallization inside. It's perfect. I turn around to show Iris, but she's bent over in the water. The water. My gaze drifts behind her, and I tense. There's a shark fin a couple of feet. Wait, what? There's a shark fin a couple of feet from her. I don't know why I can't read. There's a shark fin a couple of feet from her. Iris, shark! I pull her back from the rock edge and get between her and the water. Get back! In return, Iris pulls me to the center of the rock with her.
Stay here.
She holds me back, this time positioning herself so she's closer to the edge. What are you doing? Stay behind me! I move towards her, but she forcefully pushes me back to the center of the rock.
I already told you to retreat, and that's an order.
Iris puts a defensive arm in front of me. We both snap our head to the sound of the shark jumping out of the water, revealing that it's actually a dolphin. The dolphin looks between the two of us and then disappears back under the water. Its fin emerges moments later further into the ocean. I let out a relieved sigh. Iris turns towards me with her arms crossing, glaring.
What was that about? Why didn't you listen to a direct order?
I thought you were in danger.
That was insubordination.
I'll be insubordinate all day if you're going to put my safety above yours.
Of course I will. As the captain, it's my duty to keep you safe.
Well, as a crewmate, it's my duty to keep you safe.
That's not how this works. You're supposed to let me help you.
Help me all you want, but I won't accept it if you get hurt in the process.
That's not your call to make.
I don't care. Iris shakes her head.
If something happened to you because of me, how could I live with myself?
That's my line. Her breath puffs out in an exasperated huff.
Why are you being so difficult?
Is this the option where you can fail it if you choose the wrong one? Yeah, you could fail this. Because this is this even correct? Because that's so straightforward of telling it. Well, let's be open and honest then. Ah, okay. Luckily, we didn't phrase it.
And I care about you. How does that make it any different?
Yeah, luckily we didn't phrase it like that. Because I care about you. Yeah, I didn't read that, so. No, I mean, it's more than that. Because I lock eyes with Iris, and her gaze questioningly searches my own. My heart pounds in my chest, but I need to tell her how I feel. I love you. Her eyes widen in surprise. Her arms uncrossed too, falling to her side. She stammers, and my racing heart beats wildly as I wait for her response. For once, she seems unable to find the words she wants to say. Although her expression softens when she looks at me. Is Iris struggling to respond because she's unsure of my feelings? I know that what I feel for her is real, and I want her to believe me. Iris, from the very first day I felt a connection to you, and I couldn't wait to get to know you. She nods almost imperceptibly, but now that I know she's listening, I take a step closer to her. She looks up at me, and I can see the bewilderment in her eyes. I only had eyes for you then, as I do now, and that's never going to change. Iris blushes a shade of pink I haven't seen from her before. I love you, and I really hope you feel the same way. With my heart pounding in my chest and every muscle in my body tense, I wait for Iris' response. Her lips part, and I hold my breath, ready to hear her reply. Instead, a high wave washes over the rock. We lose our footing and immediately fall into the water. I stand up, sputtering, and look for Iris. Iris? She bursts out of the water. The sunset behind her, highlighting her frame, and she looks more radiant than ever. Frantically, her eyes search for mine, and she quickly swims over when our gazes lock. Her blush deepens, but she does not break eye contact. Instead, she comes even closer.
Feel the same way. I love you too.
Is this a bug? Okay. Whoa, that scared me. If the game freezes at this time, I would be really sad. Hearing those 4 words, my heart bursts with affection, and I can't stop myself from pulling her into me. My head is spinning from joy, and my need to feel her is overwhelming. The sweet scent of her hair mixes with the ocean salt, and our lips meet in a hurried, passionate touch. Let's take a moment to enjoy this CG. Yeah, we finally got together with Iris now. I lift her out of the water, and my hands wrap tight underneath her so I can press her body even closer to me. She wraps her arm around me, and for a moment, the rest of the world disappears, and it's just the 2 of us. Everything I've been through to get here is worth it, as long as I have Iris beside me. Our bodies are warm, and I barely notice the chill of the ocean waves passing over us. With Iris in my arms, there could not be a more perfect moment. When the tide pushes us apart, we're finally forced to pull away from each other. Iris looks back up at the rock.
Do you want to sit together?
I like that. I help her climb onto the rock. Once we're both sitting, Iris cozies herself against my chest. We watch the sunset and keep each other warm until the dusk starts to settle in.
It's going to get dark soon.
Yeah, we should get back before anyone starts to worry about us. Iris stands up first and I reluctantly follow her. We slide back into the water and wade towards the shore together. Did we still pick up the geode? Or did we actually forgot about it? As we head back to the group, Iris reaches for my hand. In response, I squeeze hers softly. I had the most amazing day. It's sad it has to end, but I think the future is going to be pretty great. Oh, we can't skip this because I think everyone will have a revelation when we go back. Oh, we let go of our hands. So, when we spot our friends in the distance, we let go of our hands to wave at everyone before rejoining them. And it's a checkpoint, so this entire scene would be probably the same until we get back onto the Geodes. How long has this been? Okay, it's like 40 something minutes. We can skip this entire part. Ah. This line, I think, although there's a name change, but I think it's more or less the same line, right? But it's still a different line for the VA regardless, so...
But how do I know you won't just sneak off with Iris again the next time too?
Yeah, I feel like sometimes when it stops, it always skips the line that you are actually they are supposed to stop at, right? These parts are the same. We didn't sneak off. I was helping her look for a souvenir for Kai.
Uh-huh. Likely story.
It's true.
Is that why you both came back empty-handed?
Yeah, we totally forgot about the geode. Celeste's eyes sparkle and she leans in close.
Ha! I knew it! That means something must have happened between you two, didn't it?
The taste of... Why did it look so weird? The taste of Iris. That phrase feels wrong. It's still fresh in my memory, but I hesitate. That isn't really something you tell your sister. Yeah. My hesitation only encourages Celeste.
I've never seen you at a loss for words before. Does that mean what I think it means?
She looks hopeful. Default to the second option, always. Whatever you're thinking, a gentleman doesn't kiss and tell. Celeste gasps sharply.
Oh my gosh! You two kissed?
I grin. Oops, I guess I'm not such a gentleman after all. She makes a face.
Only you are capable of ruining what should be a cute story.
She coughs and recomposes herself.
In all seriousness though, I'm really happy for you, big bro.
Thanks, that means a lot. She smiles.
Anyway, I should get going now. And so should you.
Yeah, we're gonna get teased by everyone again.
I'll
Like-
make sure I'm available next time. Someone needs to keep an eye on you.
Yeah. Me?
And Iris.
Iris blinks.
Why me?
I heard that you two were sneaking around. That is very uncaptain-like.
Yeah.
I don't remember this.
It was when Vela, Celeste, and I were chatting. We saw the two of you talking on the beach. And then when we looked again, you were gone. Don't you remember?
Luna would be the one saying that, right? I forgot who would be the one saying like in each of the route, but yeah, we can figure it out by rewatching some of the old episodes. Luna smiles sweetly while Vela nods empathetically.
That's right.
I wonder what you two could have been doing that you needed to be all alone and out of eyesight.
Luna gazes expectantly at me. What if we... I think it's at this point like every default second option would be okay. Like it will be a fun to get a reaction. What about, yeah, let's choose this. Whatever you're thinking, you're probably right.
Is that so? Then why don't you tell us what you think we're thinking?
It'd be more fun if you told me what you think I think you're thinking. Vela wrinkles her nose in confusion.
I think everyone here is thinking too much and saying too little.
Iris, will you want to say it? Suddenly, Iris grabs my hand. The gesture, The gesture does not go unnoticed, and everyone freezes.
He and I had a nice moment, and now we're officially together.
Hooray, right? The silence extends as the crew absorbs this information. I stare at Iris, who comments or presence, and feel a mixture of shock and relief. I'm glad we're out in the open, but also surprised by how calm and matter-of-fact she is. Finally, Luna grins.
Oh my, Captain. Please tell us more about this nice moment.
Yeah, I also need to hear this.
Yeah, we wanted to find a souvenir for Kai, but yeah, sorry Kai. No souvenir for you. Iris clears her throat.
There may be a debrief later tonight.
Wait, I want in on this too.
Sorry, this information is on a need-to-know basis only.
Well, that's lucky because I really need to know.
I chuckle as Kai and Iris continue to go back and forth. It's so comforting. It's comforting that the team is so accepting of our relationship. Once everyone calms down, Kai clamps a brotherly hand on my shoulder.
Anyway, I'm happy you finally sealed the deal.
Thanks?
It was pretty obvious that since day one, you only had eyes for Iris.
Both Vela and Luna nod.
Yeah, it was almost weird how often you two were stuck together.
I'd never seen Iris hang around the bridge when Kai was there.
I know, she was too busy walking up and down the corridor hoping to run into...
That's enough reminiscing for now.
Her face. Kai shoots me a knowing look while the girls giggle. Eventually, the conversation lulls to a close. We can skip this part. Once I'm clean, I pull on some fresh clothes and then slide into bed. Blah, okay. Yeah, it's a checkpoint always. Skips that part. This option?
I'm glad you approve. Too bad the plan didn't come together.
That would have been a good surprise. I wasn't expecting to see you at all, so I'd say it still worked out.
I'll take that as a win.
Yeah, we can skip this now. Use her nickname. Anyway, I have a surprise for you. She sits up straighter. We can skip this entire part, and these are for Celeste. Then we are gonna obviously talk about... Oh, all thanks to that cop. And it's all thanks to that angry cop. You might actually owe him one, man. Zeke laughs.
Maybe if he ever makes it into IAP, I'll thank him.
I chuckle along with him. Then this part will be the same. I trust Zeke, so I don't need to address it. This kind of will skip the entire. This will skip the entire like story, right? If I press this, I know Zeke better than she does, and I'm positive he's just trying to protect her feelings. She doesn't have the same investigative training that he does, after all. There's no reason to swallow this nice conversation and make Zeke feel defensive over nothing. There's also the matter of that mysterious offer I received. It might be worth sharing the news with Zeke. What about this one? Oh, this actually... Huh? Have we not picked this before? Oh. Okay. Actually, there was something else I wanted to talk to you about.
Go ahead, shoot.
It's about the investigation. I explained the strange phone call and the equally strange mystery employer. Then I mentioned the bribery attempt and assure him of my rejection. When I'm done, Zeke's expression is stern and steely. You have any idea who that could have come from?
No, but if someone else is interested in our investigation, my best guess is that they're related to IAP or an adjacent agency.
Zeke rubs his chin. Yeah, I can't skip this because, yeah, we never picked this before.
It could also be anyone who could get caught up in a scandal, like a politician.
Maybe that's why they're so adamant to remain anonymous. He nods.
Did you share this with anyone else?
I shake my head. Just you.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah, because he's the one that hired him, right? Not so spoiler alert. Yeah, it's probably implied. Anyway, I make my answer very clear, so I doubt they'll bother us again. But I thought I'd mention it just in case they approach you.
Good thinking. I'm glad you told me, and I'll keep my eyes and ears open, but it sounds like we don't need to worry about them.
Yeah, we never picked this option before for some reason. Yeah, all the dialogues are different. I nod. At least this is proof that we're making progress and looking in the right direction.
Exactly.
Zeke's phone rings, interrupting our conversation. He glances down and then quickly answers it.
Mary! Guess who is here with me right now?
Well, this entire part will be the same. I wave in return and then head to the ship. I'm back in time just for the debrief, so I enter the Geodes and make my way towards the lounge. Will this be the part where you do you? Well, whatever works for you. He nods.
Indeed.
The conversation lulls and we settle into a comfortable silence. And this will be the big revelation that yeah, the radar alert. The first part is we escaped the patrol ship and now we are defending the Geodes against raiders. And then we can skip this part. Duck. I quickly duck, watching the grenade fly over me. I know this is just the beginning. My heart pounds in my chest as I brace for the inevitable. The grenade explodes just a few feet behind me, but instead of dodging shrapnel and debris, I'm sent flying through the air from the massive shockwave blast. Thankfully, my cover took most of the impact, but my ears ring and I'm momentarily disoriented. Still, I have to find my crew. Oh, we can't skip this. Yeah, because I think duck and dodge have a different text, I think. We can skip this part. I thought this... Kick it. Thinking quickly, I kick the grenade towards the barricade and away from our group. I feel like I feel like with the tactician trait, we could have just skip this entire part, right? Yeah, this is Luna being a total badass. And then we can keep skipping this entire part. Yeah, I'm still replaying the events in my mind when I receive a message ping. And we can still skip this entire part because it's a big revelation that explains a lot.
What? She tells us she was an assassin and that's your response?
Yeah, because we have the tactician trait as well. That actually makes a lot of sense. I think it was also back then that we fought Rook, then we also notices her combat experience or fighting style. Well, it does fill in a lot of gaps. Kai shakes his head, bewildered.
That's a lot to take in.
And we can skip this entire part. The past is in the past. Yeah, we never picked the third option. Everyone has a past. What matters is who you are right now. And you are our doctor.
I appreciate that.
She glances worriedly at my other teammates. We can skip this part as well. Gravity jumping, Luna going home. And then will we be finding Iris? I'm still deciding what to do when a yawn escapes me. Maybe a nap's in order. It has been an adrenaline-filled couple of days and the lack of sleep is finally catching up to me. Yeah, I really don't know why I feel like this part is the same. I'm gonna keep the consistency and pick the third option. Okay. I narrow my eyes. Why?
I'm volunteering.
I pause, blinking at him. Is that code for meeting women? You know that volunteering your time with the ladies does not count as actual volunteering, right? And then we can skip this entire part. We did pick the second option when we did the Vela run. Yeah, I think this part is scripted no matter if you are doing any route apart from Luna's route. That's rough. Dang, that really sucks.
I thought I was done for, but the man was sympathetic towards me.
That's rare.
Yeah. Honestly, I got lucky. He didn't report me. Instead, he sat me down and explained what a food bank actually is, and that if I needed help, all I had to do was ask. Afterwards, he handed me the box I tried to steal, and even added a few more items to make sure I would be okay.
We can still skip this. I feel like I want to press this one for like to see the outcome. What a heartwarming tale. I'm so moved that I feel tears prickling at my eyes. I quickly wipe them away with the back of my hand. Gosh, who's cutting onions in here? They're so strong.
This is a warehouse, not a kitchen. Come on, man, get it together.
But it's just so touching. Kai gives me a comforting pat on the back.
Alright, we should get back to work. These boxes won't pack themselves.
We can skip this part now and then. First option? I have no idea if that means anything. I'm not sure why Kai is acting like he doesn't remember the conversation we had where my relationship status to the group was announced. Well, yeah, you know we did. His eyebrows shoot up.
Damn, you did?
He whistles, impressed.
Wow, respect. I didn't know you had it in you.
I think we are thinking about this different things, right? I feel like this means coitus and intercourse, right? Why are you so surprised? You were there.
What? I most certainly was not.
Yeah, you were. Everyone was. It was right after we came back from the beach. Kai pauses, thinking, then finally comes to a conclusion.
Oh, right. We are talking about two very different things. But that still answers my question, and now I've learned all I need to know.
Yeah, he is talking about sex. I still confused, but Kai seems satisfied, so I just shrug it off. He chuckles jokingly.
Maybe I'll check in with Iris and see if your answers add up.
Don't you dare! He grins. Now, stop wasting time. Aren't these boxes priority number 1?
Right.
We can skip this, right? Yep. The warehouse is closing for the day. And both of... Let's defend Kai and see what happens. I'm pretty sure this is like a really good strategy. Where Kai is right now is his own business, not ours. Vela crosses her arms. Yeah, I don't think that fooled anyone.
He's with a girl, isn't he?
No comment.
Yeah, he's definitely with a girl.
Yeah, no matter what we choose, they're still just gonna have the same opinion on Kai, right? She glances at Iris, who nods.
Kai is getting more and more creative with where he meets people.
I didn't even say anything and they still guess it. I sigh. I guess they'll believe what they want to believe. Sorry, Kai. I tried.
I hope you slept well.
I did. Thanks. Sorry I slept so late. Was there anything you needed me to take care of today? I think this is the same, right? I restocked everything, and after sorting the final box in the cargo bay, I noticed a small delivery by the door. The package has Iris's name on it. Since I need to update Iris on the resupply, I may as well bring her delivery to her. Yeah, maybe we can proceed for a little while until we reach a point in bed. I head towards the captain's quarters, and then I knock lightly on the door.
Come in.
The door slides open and I see Iris at her desk. I hold up the box. Package delivery.
Oh, you didn't have to bring that up here.
Yeah, the model ship's right here, right? I know, I just finished a restock, so I thought I'd stop by. She smiles.
In that case, thank you.
She waves me inside and I walk in. Where should I put it? She points to the stack of boxes behind her desk.
Over there is fine.
I nod and place the delivery where she directs. As I do, my name catches my eye. There's an open box labeled Atlas that holds a pile of knitted fabric. Upon closer inspection, the fabrics have my name etched on them too. What's all this? Iris steps over and briefly glances at the box.
I'm teaching myself how to knit.
I motion to the fabrics with my name. I was more curious about all the Atlas etched on all of these. Iris's eyes widen. Instinctively, she reaches to hide the box, but she stops herself.
I was making you a gift. It was going to be a surprise.
For real? She nods.
You're always doing so much for me.
She meets my eyes, and a soft blush grows on her cheeks.
So I wanted to do something for you, too.
That's so thoughtful. What were you making?
I'll show you.
She reaches for the box and as the fabric comes free from the pile, I realize it's a scarf.
I'm still learning how to knit, so these ones have all sorts of imperfections.
She shows me a variety of scarves, and I pay attention to the knitting. Although she claims they are flawed, they are very well made. I can't see anything wrong with them.
I hope I can eventually make one that's decent.
Second option? I had no idea my girlfriend was so caring. She shakes her head.
Not nearly as much as you. I just hoped this could show my appreciation in some small way.
And humble too. I think you're winning the better half award in this relationship.
It's not a competition.
I like how she retorts. Says the winner. Iris shakes her head but smiles. My heart warms with gratitude. I can't believe Iris would make something so thoughtful for me. It means a lot that you would make me such a personalized gift. She smiles.
I'm glad to hear that.
I know I can't convince you, but I really do think they're perfect. Plus, now that I know you've made these, I kinda want one. Iris glances dubiously at the pile.
Are you certain?
I nod enthusiastically. Definitely. She tilts her head in thought.
Then I suppose you could take one.
Wait, really? She nods. Take the whole box and run off. Well, well, no point in picking the... Yeah, at this point, since we're officially together, we can be an asshole now. But no, don't be abusive to your girlfriend or your wife, your future wife or something. Yeah. But teasing is fine, right? Okay, I will. I reach for the box of scarves and pick the whole thing up. Thank you very much.
Wait, I said you could just take one.
Right, this one box. Iris blinks and then crosses her arms in a soft pout.
You know that's not what I meant when I said one.
Aw, don't make me choose. They're all my favorite. She softens and uncrosses her arms.
Fine. But let me take my tools back so I can keep practicing.
I don't know. It's all a part of the box.
Or you could have one scarf and not one box.
I can't lose this box. Oh hey, look what I found. I quickly hand Iris the knitting needles. She smiles as she collects them.
I'm glad we could come to an arrangement.
Indeed. Thank you for this lovely box. She smiles
You're welcome.
and beep beep. So apparently there's no sound effects here, but never mind. We both snap our heads towards the source of the sound. Iris's computer is lit up on the desk.
I should get back to work.
Yes, of course. Sorry for distracting you.
It was a pleasant distraction.
She smiles and I match a grin. Oh, I shall go enjoy a warm neck. Wait, what? I shall go enjoy a warm neck now. Iris chuckles.
You go do that. We'll talk again later.
I nod, we finish saying goodbye, and I leave her quarters. After a long day of shopping and moving boxes around, I'm ready to have an early night. I head straight to my room and get ready for the evening. Even though it's a little warm, I keep the scarf wrapped around me. And it feels like Iris is here with me. That sounds weird though. But I think that's what couples do. I don't know, I never had a girlfriend before, so who knows. But yeah, being in love kinda will change your thoughts, change your whole life, change your whole perspective, change everything about you. I don't know. I relax on my bed and scroll through my phone. I scroll until the screen goes fuzzy and then settle into rest. Hold on, what day is today? Oh, it's a Sunday. I kinda forgot. Before long, I drift off into a peaceful sleep. And I'm not sure if I wanna continue or stop the episode right here. And I realize I never changed anything. Okay, it's still spinning for some reason. This is a long spin. I wake up but don't feel like getting up just yet. Instead, I laze around in bed for a while browsing my phone. You know what? We can skip this entire time. Yeah, Luna gives everyone a gift. Gives her a book. First option this time. Yeah, I could pick the third option just for consistency's sake, and I probably should, but yeah, never mind about that. Thanks again, Luna. I've always wanted to try this brand. It's very high rated. Luna grins.
Then I hope it serves you well.
Me too. Luna's hand covers her mouth as she fights off a yawn. And we can... Celery! The world works in mysterious ways. Yes, the world is a mystery, isn't it? She shakes her head but laughs. Anyway, what's up? And we can skip. That's a good question. We picked these two before because we are being an idiot. I wanna make the save right here. I wanna pick... I think we picked the park before. This time, the mall. Why don't you go to the mall and get some shopping in? She scrunches her nose.
I'd rather avoid the mall.
How come?
Going from store to store just doesn't sound that interesting.
I guess she has a point. When you have a rare moment to go exploring, you probably want to go somewhere more exciting and different. Okay, let's think of somewhere else. Yeah, if she declines, it's safe to repick. Beach again! You should go to the beach again. Celeste blinks.
But we were just there.
Yeah, but you never got to finish your list. I'm sure there's a bunch of fun stuff you still want to check off. Well, is she actually gonna do that? She pauses, mulling over the suggestion.
Actually, it would be fun going to the beach without my overprotective brother hovering over me the whole time.
Wait, what? Oh, what? She nods decisively.
Yeah. Okay, I'm in. This'll be fun.
I'm sad now. Well, that was easier than expected.
It was a good suggestion.
Are you nervous going alone? And we can, yeah, skip this entire part. Blah blah blah. Zeke comes in. Oh, this is the security job thing. I do wholeheartedly. Do I wanna?
Great. Then I'll connect with him and let him know we're on board.
I don't know why I can't skip this, but do I want to? I think it's safe to continue. Awesome. Yeah, once the Geodes is flight ready, everyone takes their stations and we once again take off into the stars. Kai takes his break first, but now he slides back into his seat. It's pretty late, so I head to my room. Tomorrow will be busy enough without me being exhausted too. Inside my room, I lie down and drift off easily. So yeah, I think this is a good time to end the episode. So earlier today, we did... I honestly can't remember, but yeah, the main how do I put it? The main recap of this episode is basically we became official with Iris during the beach episode. Yeah, that's the main point of this entire show. And then during, so yeah, let me start from the beginning is basically we Celeste is ready for visitors. We brought Iris along, and she took Celeste shopping, and after that, the beach episode, yada yada, and then there's a moment that we sneak off together, obviously, and then one thing after another, we are now a couple with Iris, and right after that, there's also a part where there's a package for Iris, and we found out that Iris was practicing knitting, and yeah, we took an entire box of her so-called failed scarves attempts, her failed knitting attempts. But for us, knowing that our girlfriend is trying to do something for us is already pretty heartwarming. Yeah, Iris's route is pretty wholesome. So far, I don't see any, like, there are some funny moments, but yeah, most of her scenes are like really wholesome. Yeah, it is what I thought. So yeah, we have the Luna, who is the teasing. Who have a teasing and approach, and then there's the Vela, who is the funny, who obviously has the most funny scenes, in my opinion. And then there's Iris. We have the Luna has the most sexual innuendos in it. And then yeah, and I can't remember anything else, but yeah, the route specific scenes are basically the one where we get together with Iris, as well as the one where we go knitting. As for the rest, it's pretty much the same main story with like some additional dialogues. Yeah, and after the beach scene, we also basically announce it to the team, like in Vela's route. But yeah, that's it for today's episode. So in the next episode, we will proceed with the undercover security detail in the Polaris. So that thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Stay safe and have a great day. Bye bye.